What's up, Ragin Nation? How y'all doing? This is Alex. You watching the Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. Last Sunday, I saw Man of Tai Chi. Man of Tai Chi marks the directorial debut for Keanu Reeves. He also stars in this movie, and it feels like this is a movie that is a bit of a passion project for Keanu Reeves. He wanted to get back into kung fu and martial arts filmmaking ever since the Matrix sequels. The Matrix sequels came out in 2003, so exactly 10 years ago. And after a 10-year-long wait, Keanu Reeves is back, and he's doing martial arts. And he actually casted Tiger Chen. Tiger Chen plays the lead in Man of Tai Chi. He's the title character, Man of Tai Chi, and he plays Tiger. And Tiger Chen is the guy who trained Keanu Reeves in the Matrix trilogy. And not only that, he also brought back Yuen Woo-ping, Master Yuen Woo-ping, who is the martial arts choreographer for the Matrix trilogy, Kill Bill, Crouching Target, Hidden Dragon, all of these wonderful movies. He got Yuen Woo-ping to be the action choreographer, action director for Man of Tai Chi. And as I already mentioned, Keanu Reeves stars in this movie, and he directed it. Okay, so because he's the director, he gets to do whatever he wants in this movie. Now, let me tell you about the story. The story is really about, well, it's a Fight Club movie. It's a movie about a Fight Club tournament. And we've seen a lot of Fight Club slash Kung Fu tournament movies, and not a whole lot of them are very good. The only one that I think is the best, in my opinion, would have to be Mortal Kombat, but that's based off a video game, right? But then there are other movies like Bloodsport, which is kind of like the original Kung Fu tournament movie. I can't really think of any off the top of my head, but typically they're not very good. I mean, remember Dead or Alive? That was terrible, and that was about a tournament. But anyways, moving on. This movie is about a Kung Fu tournament, and you really don't have a whole lot of depth to this story. Okay, it's about an illegal fight club, and Tiger Chen is fighting to save his temple. That's all you need to know. Sure, they incorporated a little bit of Chinese culture and heritage, and a little bit of things like that. But other than that, make no mistake about it, this movie is about full-on fighting. Keanu Reeves didn't need a whole lot of story in this movie, or depth in the story to make this happen. He just wanted to have an excuse to be back in the fighting game again, and to have his trainer, Tiger Chen, the main role, to have him fight. Okay, and I'll tell you, this movie is actually, first of all, it's got a lot of plot holes. It's got a lot of very lazy writing. The script is just very, very simple, and the dialogue is very, very dry. And Tiger Chen does a very good job in the delivery of his lines, but the problem is that you have Keanu Reeves, who's a director, but he's a wooden actor. He always has been a wooden actor. In fact, the only time that I've seen Keanu Reeves with the most charisma and personality was in the Bill and Ted movies. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. But other than that, I mean, I really liked Speed. I liked him in Speed, but still, he just acts a certain way, and he's no different in this movie. In fact, it's probably one of his worst performances to date. As a director, he has kind of a few unorthodox style of direction, like a very unorthodox vision, but he does know how to direct action. I have to say that as a director, he knows what he's doing with the cinematography, and he knows what he's doing in terms of all the editing, and he knows what he's doing in terms of giving the viewers a really good sense of the action, because I felt that the action was really, really well done. Not just in terms of choreography, but the visual style of it. Okay, it's very, very inspired by the direction from Master Yuen Woo-ping. All right, now. This movie's dialogue and script is just very, very dry, as I already mentioned. It's full of one-liners. Keanu Reeves gives himself a lot of one-liners. There's no full sequences of dialogue. It's just him going, "So, what do you think about that? I want you to fight. You owe me a life. I'm gonna kill him." Or, "Welcome to Hong Kong." Other than these one-liners, that's all he does in the entire movie, okay? And another thing is that Keanu Reeves, as a director, he has to get the best performance out of Tiger Chen. Well, Tiger, you know, I think he did a decent job, but he's really quite emotionless. He doesn't have a whole lot of charisma in this movie, not a whole lot of chemistry when he's working with anybody. You know, any of his co-actors, but he's very expressionless in this movie. He's kind of like how Jet Li is when he plays his silent but deadly characters. So Tiger Chen, he only has one expression on his face, and that is this mad, confused look. And he's like this the whole time, but he is an excellent martial arts actor. He is fantastic. He's just, you just know that he's very skilled. And one thing that I gotta tell you is that the fights are awesome. All of the fights are really well done, and the fights also are cool in the sense that you can really see the distinct styles between each fighter. Okay, I like the fact that they use Tai Chi as the emphasis for his character, because Tai Chi is not a very aggressive style of martial arts. Okay, it's very graceful, very fluid and smooth, but it's great for Keanu Reeves to really show the audience what Tai Chi is like in the combat format of itself. And I like that they showed all the different disciplines of the different martial arts. There's so many different styles, and if you really pay attention, it's not just fighting. It's discipline versus another discipline, and that's really cool about this movie. Now, as for Keanu Reeves, after 10 years of doing the Matrix trilogies and doing like physical performances, man, it really shows that he is just not very, he did his best. He did his best, and it felt like when he fought with Tiger Chen, Tiger Chen really had to dumb down his moves to make Keanu Reeves look good. Because when you watch him in the Matrix trilogy, his physical performance is not bad. You can tell he just kind of learned it overnight, and he was just learning it. He's not a veteran performer of martial arts. You can tell that in Matrix trilogy. But in Man of Tai Chi, you can really tell that. He just did a little bit of training for the movie, and all his moves are very simple. Punch, kick, roundhouse, nothing really, really special other than that, okay? It still feels like you're watching an older version of Neo. It doesn't look like you're watching Keanu Reeves, who has trained for years and months. I mean, like I said, Tiger Chen had to dumb down his moves just to make Keanu Reeves look good, because it doesn't look believable. It doesn't look like Keanu Reeves could beat Tiger Chen in any way. You see all these performances from all the other martial arts actors in this movie, and then you watch Keanu Reeves, perform, and it just doesn't look that good. But anyways, it's a very decent martial arts movie. I haven't seen a good martial arts film in a long time. Like, this emphasis on the story is martial arts and fighting. I haven't seen a movie like that in a very long time, and I think that this is a good entry into that genre. But as a story and script and acting, it's really quite weak. But other than that, you watch a movie like this for the fighting. And I came in watching it for the fighting. I was very curious about Keanu Reeves' direction, and I think he made a decent attempt. And I don't think that he'll make another movie like this ever again. He's satisfied at his fix of Kung Fu. Anyways, 6 out of 10. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. And check it out if you can. It's in limited theater releases, alright? As always, if you enjoyed this review, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, @RaginNation. My name is Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. Peace. Like, a lot of fan anticipation and high expectations. And maybe J.J. Abrams getting a little worried, because he did ask for a 2016 release,